to the J&O Show.
Where we talk about
things that we were never told. I'm Jay.
And I'm O.
And now you know.
If you guys are new to our channel, please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on your post notifications so you can know we upload, because you never want to miss an episode. Also, if you're new here, if you guys have ideas for show topics, be sure to put them in the comment section below and write hashtag next show, so that way we can easily filter through and give you more of what you want. All right.
We'll wait for them.
Yeah.
Random motorcycle, four-wheeler.
Yeah.
The random four-wheeler to come through. That was loud as hell while we're doing this video.
Bruh.
Is that a mosquito?
The topic.
Are we serious right now? I don't know if that's a mosquito. But are we serious right now? Oh, man. Out the daggone car. Get out the car. Get on that.
Well, he came back. Okay.
Only when we shoot outside.
Anywho.
No, just random. Okay.
Sorry.
If we leave all of this in, y'all see what the drama it is. You think what y'all see is we just randomly went out. What y'all see is we just randomly go out. Smack him. Smack him.
I don't see him no more.
Right there.
Did you hit him on me?
I hope not. Did I hit him on you?
I don't know.
She just went, and she don't even know if it was on her. You reserve that sound effect for if you actually see it on you. You don't do that if you don't know where it's at. But look.
That was just in case.
So that y'all don't know, see, when we edit it, it looks like we just pick up the camera and shoot it, and it's all so easy. No, every time we have to shoot, it's always a bunch of stuff that goes on. Oh boy. All right, so let's see if we can get into this.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Okay.
So what we talking about today, babe?
Oh, you want me to do it? Okay. Today we're going to talk about settling and what's really important in a marriage.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be the actual title, but that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to do it? Okay. Anyway. So, I've been telling y'all I've been watching a lot of manosphere stuff.
Yes.
You know, it's opening my mind up to point of views that I had not considered before, because I was raised blue pill, 100%. A lot of the stuff that
and for those of you who don't know,
what red pill and blue pill is?
Yeah, you're gonna have to give a little disclaimer.
All right, red pill / manosphere is people who
Now he popping willies.
Hey, who man's is this?
Really?
Yo.
Meanwhile.
It's right there. See it?
It's all right. Keep talking.
All right. So, red pill is man-centric ideals. It's I'm smacking the camera. It's a little. That's because I'm doing all of this because I can't tell if that's a mosquito or not.
I don't think it's a mosquito.
Okay.
It looks too thick for a mosquito.
So, blue pill is basically you have to worship women. And you have to do everything for women. Woman is the prize. That's called blue pill. Red pill is
AKA simp.
Right, or a simp. Yeah, that would be considered blue pill. Red pill is more like the man is the prize. The man is the main object of desire, and women are meant to sort of
serve.
I don't know if I want to say serve, but there's like a male-female role, more of a traditional male-female role type of thing, and that's another way to do it too. Blue pill is more modern, and red pill tends to be more traditional. So that's another thing. And purple pill is people that's a little bit of both.
In between.
Yes, a little bit in between.
Although I would say I feel like red pill, it may be more traditional, but not. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like, I don't know, there's a lot of, I don't know, archaic? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Okay. So I looked up red pill and blue pill. For the most part, internet bloggers basically call red pill misogyny. Not entirely accurate, but there's definitely a lot of that there.
And I guess that's what I'm saying.
A lot of it.
And that's why I was saying I feel like it's archaic, and I guess that would be more of the term, that misogynistic.
Same thing.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. Now, just like a lot of ideologies, there are people who are conservative, people who are moderate, people who are progressive, just like anything else. And then you have blue pill, which would be traditional people who believe in love and marriage and stuff like that. And there's a lot of differences. I didn't want to go into all of that, but the things that we were started to talk about in these, that I started seeing with a lot of these, was people talking about settling. And I kept on hearing that word getting thrown around.
Right.
And what are they settling for, and people's value in the sexual marketplace and stuff like that. Now, this is coming from a married man who's been married for 16 years coming up and been dating the same woman for 18 years. So, of course, I am going to have a little bit of bias, but at the same time, I understand that a lot of people today, considering the high divorce rate and the high amount of people who want to be in relationships and want to be married. Most women want to be married. And I would suggest that if you want to be married, that you would seek the counsel of people who are married to figure out what it looks like and what you might have to do and to get into it.
Yeah, comment down below and let us know. Are you team single, which is anybody who's in a relationship, dating, or what have you, who's not married? Or are you team married? Obviously, someone who's married. Or if you've been common law married. And if you're single, basically non-married, you could be dating, been in a serious relationship, whatever the case may be. You could put hashtag single, but you could let me know in a relationship or something like that. All right? But anyway, sorry, carry on.
When we talk about settling in all these videos I've been seeing, they've been talking about, you know, what women consider settling and what men consider settling. And so for women in general, when they talk about settling, they're talking about the amount of money that the man makes. I don't want to settle for a guy who doesn't make enough money, because women generally do want providers. And then for men, my wife were talking about this, and I said, I don't know that men really talk about settling as much when it comes to being long-term, being married, or being, if you don't believe in marriage, just the person I'm going to be with, and you're the only one I'm going to be with. Our settling points, I personally believe, are a lot more in line with some of the things we're going to talk about today, because though we want you to have looks to attract us, I agree with that 100%. That is not a necessity for marriage or for you being our main girl. You don't have to be the most beautiful girl that we see or that we can get. You have to have certain characteristics. That was what I told her.
Okay.
Bruh.
When it comes to looks and men, you got to look absolutely gorgeous, and we want the best looking that we can get for the women that we want to, you know, have favors with. But when it comes to really being with somebody long term and being married to them, that's not necessarily a thing.
Right.
We want the best we can, but we look for unicorns. What's the best looking woman I can get that has this list? And if we meet a woman who has this list, we usually will tie her down if they make the list. And that's, of course, only if it's a woman that you would consider having the characteristics, you know, that you want. And that's only if you're a guy. That's only if you're a guy who wants to get married in the first place, because a lot of guys be talking about what you have to have, and they're going to give you this impossible list because they really don't want to be married in the first place. Yeah. And I've seen a lot of that in the manosphere. A bunch of guys who don't want to get married talking about what you have to be in order for them to get married. Yeah. And then telling guys like an impossible list. And nobody's taking in consideration that these people don't actually want to be married. Right. So what are you worried about their list for? They don't want to be married in the first place. Forget about their list. Yeah. But the things that a lot of people consider the most important, both from males to women and women to men, it's how much money you make, how good you look. And then for me, this is why I say that men tend to have a little bit of a better grasp of things, because then it becomes, can you give me peace? Can you cook? Can you clean? It starts to be things that extend into more, that extend into more than just your looks. And men generally don't care about the money on your side.
Truth.
So, because she having a lot of trouble holding this camera, y'all. I don't know what's going on. It's taking us forever to get to this. This is going to be a lot of editing. But look, so for me, I was saying the things that actually matter in a marriage and the things that people would be talking about when they're settling, it was weird that they didn't seem to really match up.
Okay.
So I don't want to settle for this guy, right? Because, you know, he don't make, usually you hear they don't make a lot of money, but then there are certain times where there'll be like, he doesn't give me butterflies, or I don't have that feeling. Now, I'm one of those people that believes that it has to be a combination of things. And giving you that feeling is one of the things that you would want to have, but not something that you need to have.
Okay.
Because some people, well, if I had the person that gave them that feeling and walked away from it, because they didn't have,
the
other stuff. And then there's a lot of people who will have all the other stuff, but don't give you that feeling.
Right.
I understand that my wife and I were fortunate. I can't speak for her, but I found somebody who I felt had the list and gave me that, because I believe that you have to have both in order to have a successful marriage, the kind of marriage I wanted to be in. I wanted to actually be happy in my marriage. Some people don't believe that's a necessity. And to be honest, it's not. But what type of life do you want to live? You have to figure that out. Is there anything you can do in your power to help you gain that? If one of your musts on your list is that they have to make a certain amount of money, then you're going to have to objectively look at yourself and be like, yo, can I pull a guy that makes that much money?
Right. And what is it that the guys that you're looking for, what is it that they're looking for?
And if you ain't what they looking for, you might need to reconsider your list.
Yeah.
Just to be honest. I mean, your chances increase if you're the type of person who's around them all the time. Even if you're not the most attractive women, because we all know men are visual. Mm-hmm. Even if you're not the most attractive women, if you're constantly around guys who make the kind of money that you want them to have, and that's like one of the top things on your list, your chances are dramatically increased because you're always around them. Right. If you're never around them and you're not gorgeous, you might not get married the way that you're going. You might need to reconsider some things. Mm-hmm. All right, so we found a great video by Abba and Preach, where shout out to Abba and Preach. Go check them out. They have a lot of interesting things that I believe that is good for people to look at. Whether you agree with everything or not, guess what? There is nobody you're ever going to come across on YouTube where you agree with them 100%. But they have a lot of interesting points, a lot of interesting subjects, and they give you things to think about and to consider.
Right.
So they had a video where they talked to a guy who was married for 20 years. And he gave some very interesting points of things that actually matter in marriage.
Right.
So we're going to go down the list and some of the things he say. And I just realized that it was very weird that a lot of the things he said are not the things that people talk about when they talk about settling. You want to go through some of them?
Yes.
This is